Okay, so I'm at Let's Race today. I'm at base camp and iron testing day today, and the exciting new Epic iron and Epic hybrid. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the tech itself, about the head, its design, what's so good or what is so epic about this new iron. And I'm going to hit some shots. I'm going to compare them to my gaming club. So we've got the new Epic iron and the new Epic Pro. Okay, so we've got the new Epic iron. Okay, so this is their standard shaft offering is the new Project X LZ. For LZ stands for loading zone. Okay, so that's the shaft that allows them to move the kick point slightly. It's a more of a mid to high kick point shaft. Okay, which is just going to change the launch characteristics and spin slightly on the golf ball. Okay, so what is so unique about the Epic iron? Well, first and foremost, I'm just going to bring this over to you so you can see it. So the standard Epic iron, slightly thicker top edge when compared to the Pro. Great looking club. As I bring that up to the camera as well, so that focuses in. Okay, so Epic. So we've got the exo-cage technology in the head, so that means that they've cut out surplus metal in the head itself, so they can reposition that. It's all to do with moving the CG, so they can move the CG of the club backwards and lower, and that's progressive through the set of irons as well. In addition to that, so you've got, when they've cut out, they've also bored more into the hosel of the shaft to remove excess weight from there, again for weight repositioning purposes. You've got the carbon inserts at the back of the club. You've got the new generation cup face technology, which is 1 millimeter thick at its thinnest point. Okay, so that means that cup face is going to be springing. And the selling story really for them is that it's increased ball speeds from off-center hits. Okay, so you've got the internal standing wave, and that's a metal injected tungsten weight that's positioned down and back towards the sort of back of the head of the club itself to again reposition the LG, the center of gravity, the CG of the club, so it can launch it correctly and progressively through the set. Okay, so let's hit a few shots. Okay, so immediately when I put this club into my hands, I'm a fan of the Decade grip, so I like that grip. The load-in zone, the LZ Project X shaft, this is the 95 gram regular, so 95 grams, a little bit lighter than my steel fibers, so I can feel that. Certainly puts more emphasis in the head for me, less weight in the middle of the club. As I sit the club behind the golf ball, I don't mind the thick top edge. It's slightly thicker than my irons, the CF, but not a huge amount. But I can tolerate that thick top edge. It doesn't look too cumbersome to me. So it looks a nice iron. I like that kind of satin finish as well. Feels very solid. It's a cast iron head, cast steel head, so you don't get the kind of the softness as you would with a forged iron. It's a pretty good shot, that. Certainly feels very playable. I mean, I've got absolutely no problems with, you know, an iron that looks like that from the top down. I like the shaft. Shaft feels good. That weight and balance with the shaft and head combination feels really good. So after the hitting test, feels good. Like the weight and balance of that shaft and head combination. The cast head with the tech behind it feels really good. We'll obviously have a little look at the numbers and discuss how that ball is launching and spinning. Okay, so let's have a look at the Epic 6 iron stats. Okay, so this was the standard Epic with the Project X steel, the LZ loading zone 95 gram regular flex shaft. Okay, so ball speed very similar to what I'm achieving with my current Apex CF16 iron. Launch angle very similar. Looking at the side angle, carry and total distance almost very similar to my CF16. However, the backspin, okay, and the ability of, the ball has to soar and climb on its original angle it's launched on, okay, is certainly much lower than what I get with my standard 6 iron, my CF16, okay? So I'm usually getting around 5,000, just over 5,000 RPM. So this is coming in a little bit lower than that. So that's going to definitely produce a more penetrating ball flight, which will mean, obviously, depending on conditions, that may well produce a little bit more bounce and roll, okay? So all in all, a good iron, doesn't really change too much in my current gamer. However, for you as the club golfer watching this video, there's certainly some tech in this head which is going to help you. I certainly think that the cup face is, a great piece of technology, and off-center hits where it gets a little bit more spring. Let's not forget also the modern iron is stronger in loft, and the modern 6 iron now is more like an old school 5 iron, okay? So you are going to get a little bit, if you've got an old set of irons, these lofts are slightly squeezed down. You may not even be going down as much as a 3 iron anymore, moving on to sort of hybrids and that kind of technology for the longer clubs. Okay, so the vanishing lofts is definitely present in all modern irons, but all in all, a good performer. Doesn't do too much compared to my modern CF16 iron. However, definitely worth going and seeing your club fitter. I do fittings here down at Let's Golf in Hawley, but go and see your club fitter and see what you can gain with the new Epic iron.